Hello, I'm Tripwire. Welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. Slow play. Actually, 1 second. Just let me check something here. Alright, we're all good. So, in the last episode, we got sent to jail after Seath killed us. If you come down here, you'll actually encounter a few more crystal guys. Is there an item in this back corner? No, I don't think so. I think it's just straight up dudes who want you to die. I don't think there's any reason to come over here. Unless you're like farming crystal weaponry, and I don't know why you would be. You can buy that shit. I can't believe you had the poise to block 2 Zweihander hits, my dude. You're a fucking cheater. Got the caduceus kite shield. So anyway, we picked up the key from the napping snake guard. You open the door, and this happens as soon as you step outside. So the snake way across the room at the bottom activates this fucking gramophone looking thing. It's loud, it's annoying, and it drives these creatures crazy, and they let them out. And so they're going to be coming after us. And then the snake guards that we just saw are going to start running away because they're actually afraid of those enemies. So they're running not at us, but to get out of here. I can't believe that missed. Like, I'm actually genuinely upset about that. You are not going to get up to that ladder, my dude. No. Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Alright. I think I just fell off the ladder because I had no stamina when I started climbing it. I've never seen that happen before. That's interesting. Are you coming back down? You shitting me? You shitting me, dog? Dude, that was unfair. I had no chance. Dude, that was unfair. For other reasons. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Fall. I hate you. If you actually come up here, this is the door to get out, but it's locked, so we need the key. And this area is enormous. In the tower. Bookshelves all around. And also this little plank path, you'll notice, you can actually find some other stuff if you're willing to explore a little bit. Take some risks here. I typically don't, but you can if you want to. Like so. Got the Maiden set and the White Seance ring. And we drop back into the Bonfire room. We're not going to rest there, though. So these are the experiments. One of the experiments that Seath has been doing in the secret of the Duke's archives. He's got all these experiments that he's working on. And these used to be women. These used to be people. Specifically females. And I believe these mutants are called Pisakas, according to the official guide. So we've got another door here that we can open with the key that we got. Fucking shittily. Shittily doodah. Okay. So the Zweihander is not great against these enemies because they're a lot faster than we are, but what are you gonna do? Now doors like this, you need an additional key for. But some of these you can open. I'm sorry if this noise is annoying you. I have to go shut it down. Smash. This door we can also open. I cannot believe that clanked and didn't kill this guy. There we go. Dude. Baloney. Bologna. Alright. Is there an item over here? I believe if you drop down there is. Yeah, okay. There's the Archive Prison Extra key. That opens the other side doors that were locked. Come here. Goodbye. So these used to be maidens, according to the lore, that Seath experimented on and turned them into these creatures. And now we're finally coming to the bottom of the tower here. Very long winding staircase. Huge cogs in the middle of these gears. Very rusted. Wonder what they used to be used for. So we got another group of these fuckers over here. Be careful of that grab attack. It has insane range. You can get sucked into it from... Fuck off, man. Wow, that really hurt. That really, really hurt. If I get hit by that again, I will die. So the hitbox on that attack isn't great. You can sometimes it feels like you get teleported into that grab, even though it didn't look like it hit you, but it is what it is. So those are the aggressive ones, and there are two over here that are not aggressive. These ones, you can't help them. All you can do is put them out of their misery. And they do have some items for us. Not items that I'm planning on using, but they have items. 2 miracles, Bountiful Sunlight and Soothing Sunlight. And then we see a familiar face. Well, no we don't. We see the hat above his face.
Hello again.
Big Hat Logan.
What a chance meeting this is. Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge. So close, but just out of reach. The thought offends me as a student.
So, this door is locked. It requires yet another key. That item over there is another Firekeeper's soul. And if you want Logan's questline to continue, you have to locate this key anyway and free him. Because he's on the search for knowledge to be found within Duke's archives. He's fascinated with what Seath is working on. So you have to come over here to this ladder, and this will take us up to the platform with that stupid gramophone thing that's making all this terrible noise. But it is guarded by 3 more snaky boys. We got one right here. We're just gonna pancake. Oh shit. One right here that we're gonna pancake. And then a magic. Oh sweet, that actually didn't hit me. Alright, cool. So this chest over here you need to come to because this is where you get the key that will let us out of the tower. The giant set of doors at the top. Yep, that's the key to it. And if you actually get access to the extra key that I got earlier, and then take a specific route through the prison here, you can actually drop down onto this platform and turn this off without having to deal with the experiments. I usually don't bother doing it that way just because it's pretty precarious to walk on those boards way up in the tower, because if you don't land on them right, you will die. But anyway, that annoying sound has ceased, and I'm very happy. And now it is time. Oh, it's like eerily kind of quiet now, isn't it? But now it is time for us to get the fuck out of here. The key to unlock that last door is not in this area. You have to get it later in the archives, so... Now we have a long run up the stairs, just to give you an idea of how long the staircase is when you're not distracted by doors and fighting and stuff. This is just me trying to get back to the bonfire room. Oh, and there it is. You can see the glow on the bars here, on the crystals. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and rest, because I'm down to 2 Estus, and that's not very many. Actually, we'll level up as well. Might as well. So, we'll go for endurance, because this thing takes a lot of endurance to wield. These snakes will have respawned, but the experiments will not have. Which is nice. That didn't hit him, but the shockwave from the attack actually staggered him, which is cool. And see, again, that didn't hit him, but the shockwave staggered him, buying me a little bit of time. Now that these guys aren't afraid of the Pisakas, they're just going to try to kill me. And when I say try, I mean damn near succeed. A little unfortunate. Dudes, just stop being alive. We're going to take another crack at that. That went terribly. Redo. You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm just gonna get out of here. You can follow me if you want. I'll kill you. Kill you from the top of the ladder. Okay, or they'll just be like, well, our other prison guard friend died, and we're not even... Oh, that's when it stops rendering them, I guess. It's like, we're not getting paid enough. We'll just let him go. So, back up to this giant door, and we can get out of here, which feels real good. Especially for a first-time player, if you get confused and you're stuck in this area for a long time, it feels pretty nice to escape. But again, remember this is Dark Souls and you're in Duke's Archive, so immediately there's going to be a crystal enemy around this corner. And then opposite, you're going to be shot at by a crystal archer. And while you're focusing on the archer, you might not notice the fact that there is this guy in this corner. This area is just a fun house, huh? This is more fun than Sen's fun house. We're making progress, and that's what matters. So, come on up here. And now we're on the second floor of the archives. And immediately you'll notice there's a channeler up there and a channeler right there. And these channelers can teleport. The one you find in the Undead Parish isn't going anywhere, but these channelers, if you don't kill them fast enough, they'll just teleport, and you'll have to deal with them later. So what I like to do is get to the point where I can target this guy, which isn't actually working. I'm just going to do this. Boom. Start the attack and then target. So he's dead. One thing you can do, if you want to, is you can cheese this guy by coming over here, and then see his attacks are going to keep splashing there because they're making contact with that railing. So you just aim the arrows that they hit him in the head. And you can just chip away at his health like this. We haven't upgraded our crossbow at all, or our composite bow, so it's going to take forever, so we're not going to do that. We're just not going to bother. But you can kill him if you're worried about it. Down here is another crystal soldier. Right there. Kill that bitch. And there's no reason for us to go down there if you know the right way. Dude, maybe I should have killed him. Wow, that was close. First, let's deal with this guy around the corner. Shocker, I know. You're shocked. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to write a comment saying you're shocked. I know. Kill him. Now, here's the gimmick of this area. It's these staircases. It's kind of Harry Potter-y. Beware of the archer behind and above you. But these staircases can rotate. So if you just come across here, you're going to come across this crystal man. More crystal mans. There's lots of enemies in this area, like I said. But we need to be able to access the next section of it, because we're not able to get out and keep making progress from here. And so the secret lies within this quote-unquote puzzle, where you need to rotate the stairs and then go the correct way. And so it's confusing because both this room and the room we were just in have very similar feels and layouts. They're both overlooking, you know, one of the entryway rooms on the first floor. They both have a spiral stair, or not spiral, but rotating staircase. But if you want to quickly solve this area, and I do encourage you to explore the entirety of every area in this game at some point, but if you want to get through here quickly, I'm going to show you the best thing to do. And there's no chest here. At a lot of these dead ends, there are chests if you want to. Yeah, there's one across the way over there, you can see. So we came from over there. Remember, we took a left. There was a channeler. We ran down this way, and here's the first staircase you encounter. All you got to do is run up here, activate the crank, and you have iframes when you're activating this crank, just like when you're opening doors, so the arrow will go through you. So we're going to rotate the staircase here, kill the guy, and then head out this way. So now we're going back into the same room we came from, but on the third floor, so we're above where we were once again. This time, no staircase access down here, but there's the other staircase we need to get across, and our old buddy the channeler. So now that we've rotated the stairway, this one is in this position, because they each rotate at the same time. Before, it was facing the other way, so we didn't have any access to it when we were on the floor below us. But now, we do have access. And so the fastest way to get through this area is to rotate that first stairwell, come back to this room, and drop down from above onto this stairwell. And don't die to the channeler. That's not recommended. Okay, so he does hit the railing there. Let me just heal up. Kill the channeler. He's a bitch. And so we've rotated the first staircase exactly once. We drop onto this staircase, and we rotate it exactly once. And instead of going up, we're actually going to go on the down section of the staircase where it ends up. So TLDR, you want to end up on the second floor across the way of this room, which is the room we did not, or the room we did come from, I guess. There's the channeler in the entrance. Sorry, I got myself confused. But rotate the staircase you come to, and go up, come down the hall, drop down to the staircase, rotate it once, go down, back down to the middle floor, and out this door. Across the way is another crystal archer, but you don't have to deal with him. Just run to the right and slide on down this ladder. by pressing B. And now we are going to do ourselves a solid and unlock a shortcut to a bonfire. Bonfire number 2 of the Duke's Archives. This guy must have fallen down from somewhere. It's not usually just sitting in wait, but... Oh no, I was right. Okay, yeah, so you're above the room that we did not come into. So the entrance to Duke's Archives is on the far side. This channeler must have fallen. But anyway, here's the bonfire. And we actually get a glimpse of where we're heading next. You can see outside of the archives. And we actually have to head down that hill to progress. We are almost ready to do that, actually. Interesting that it doesn't render any of the enemies in this area from up here. But down there in the courtyard, or whatever you want to call it, that's where you're going to encounter the other crystal golems. So... there's definitely more to do here, lots more loot to get, but we're not going to do that right now. It's all up to you whether you want to keep exploring. Once you've proceeded to the next step in Big Hat Logan's questline, you'll find him right here in this room. Got a chest right here with a blue Titanite chunk. So if we find that other key and then go back to save him, he'll be in that room. Now we have the Apparel of the Channelers. There it is. That's the Archive Tower Giant Cell key. So if we wanted to go back, get the Firekeeper Soul, and free Logan, we could do that. Get out of my way. Another chest back here behind the bookcases with the Crystal Ember, so you can actually choose what weapons you want to ascend along the crystal path if you like. And here we have another Mimic. Gonna get around behind him, finish him off. And he's going to drop for us, I think it's the Enchanted Falchion. Oh no. Oh, we got the symbol of... Dude, this is the luckiest character of all time. Yeah, so it's the Enchanted Falchion. The symbol of Avarice is the Mimic's super lucky drop that you can wear on your head if you want to, and the entire time you're wearing it, it slowly drains your health. Monster head resembling a treasure chest. Once an ancient god, it is said that this is the symbol of shame imposed on a long-lost clan, exiled for the sin of avarice. Wearing this slightly raises soul absorption and item discovery, but also affects its wearer with the curse of the branded. The symbol of avarice is an item that I've gotten maybe twice in my playtime of Dark Souls. That's crazy lucky. This character is so lucky. The only thing we haven't had luck on, really, is the Black Knight Halberd. So anyway, if you want to progress, just pull this lever. This will turn into a ramp going down. Careful, there is one more crystal dude between you and the next section. And don't forget this chest. 20 Prism Stones. Prism Stones. Things we're probably not going to be using, but you can. Warm pebble emitting a beautiful phasing aura of 7 colors with a very rare 8th. The rainbow stone is nothing special, but can serve as a path marker and can be dropped off a cliff to judge height by the sound of its descent. If a loud noise is heard upon its landing, then a fall off the ledge is surely lethal. So the Prism Stones are here because this next section features a gameplay mechanic wherein you have to cross on invisible pathways, and if you walk off of them, you will fall to your death. So you can use them to mark the path so that you can see, oh hey, look at where I'm walking. The stone is resting on it, so it's not a pit. I won't fall there. But if all you want to do is head right to the boss, you don't really need these, which I will demonstrate. I think, do I want to go back and free Logan, get that Firekeeper Soul? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to bother. Maybe I am. Well, the problem is I don't think I can rest at this bonfire and teleport back to the other one. I'd have to run all the way back there. You can teleport to the Duke's Archives by warping, but you warp to this bonfire. The other one has no warp options, so I'm not going to bother with that. But if you want to, you can. If you're working on Big Hat Logan's quest line, you'll have to. You have to free him from there. And ultimately, he'll end up in that room. And after you talk to him here and buy all his sorceries again, he'll end up in the upper room where we first encountered Seath, and he will have gone mad with the knowledge he has gained. and he'll be wearing nothing but his hat and his underwear. Not kidding. When you encounter him, he has gone crazy, and he is almost naked, and he doesn't hollow, like he's still in human form, which you can see by the fact that he's not wearing a shirt or pants, but he has gone crazy, and apparently in an interview, somebody asked the director, well, he took off all his clothes so that he could be closer to Seath, who he has come to kind of revere, because Seath is, you know, scaleless as well. So why didn't he take off his hat? And Miyazaki said, because then nobody would know it's him. Because you spend the entire game being like, you don't know what his face looks like. He's under this enormous hat all the time. So the only way to know that that's Big Hat Logan is that he's wearing a big hat. So the hat's there so you know it's him. Because otherwise you wouldn't recognize the character, which is pretty funny. So now we're out in the courtyard. We were just looking down on, right up there, right up. There it is. Right up there is the bonfire. So there's a ton of crystal golems down here. There's an item back here we can grab. This is also where you can encounter another special gold golem if you're doing Siegmeyer's quest line. I think those three over there are guarding nothing, so we're not going to fight them. Are you aggroing? Fuck off. They aggro from really far away. But anyway, we drop down from that ladder over there. Cross the way here is another one of these guys, and I believe it's an armor set item over here. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. There we go. It's the crystal set. And I believe whether you kill that NPC or not, the crystal set is on the ground right there. I don't think it matters. So you're not getting it directly from the crystal warrior we fought on the staircase. That's where you pick that up. So when you first come down here, around the corner to your left is a crystal golem. Shocker. I know. Okay, so we weren't able to interrupt his attack by making him a stagger in that instance because he was already jumping. I was going for the stagger, but it was too late in the animation. See, that time we staggered him and prevented him from jumping. So again, these guys can be farmed for blue titanite chunks if you really want to ascend stuff via the magic path. And again, the only time I've ever done that, I think, was for the achievement, so I don't know, I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. They're a good source. Come on. Yeah, man. So one of the things that people don't like about Dark Souls when they first start playing, myself included, there's no way I missed that. There's no fucking way that I missed. Like, I mean, I missed, but like I shouldn't have. One of the things people don't like about Dark Souls when they first start playing is that it's not easy to simply retry a boss after you've died, because in this game, you respawn at bonfires, and you don't have checkpoints that just auto-save for you as you go. Like, the game saves your position, but it's not a spawn point. And so one thing I was very frustrated by in my first ever playthrough was the fact that I had to respawn from an area, and all the enemies had respawned as well. And I felt like it was unfair because I just wanted to retry the boss. But it's part of the challenge. And also, you'll find that it's actually not that bad. This golem was also guarding nothing. It's really not that bad once you learn the area, because enemies aren't like sprinters most of the time, and this area, just like most areas leading up to a boss section, you can just run by most of the enemies and not really worry about them. Once you get used to how they move and how your character moves, you can actually run from a bonfire back to a boss encounter pretty easily, pretty quickly, and without too much danger. So it's an adjustment you'll have to make from playing other games, but it's not as bad as it seems. So we're in the Crystal Caves now. This is leading us down to where Seath is. You don't want to go down here, you actually want to take a right. And this enemy, I guess, is kind of an indication that you're going the right way. So we'll stagger him, kill him off. And it's very precarious looking because of the verticality, but you're not going to slide down these, it's totally fine. So just keep following these platforms down and around. And right here is the first hint that you get that there are invisible platforms. You see these little snowflakes or these little crystals falling, and they're hitting what apparently looks like nothing, but they're not going through. So you think, oh, maybe I can walk on it, and you'd be right. Right there's an invisible platform, leads to an item. 1 humanity. So that's just to, introduce you to the mechanic. And as you can see, there's some butterfly enemies here that look very much like the Moonlight Butterfly, except these ones are not hostile. You can, however, attack them and kill them, and I believe they're one of the only sources for blue titanite slabs, if you're lucky. I think that's correct. But anyway, this episode's getting long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the episode here. And in the next one, we will progress through the rest of the crystal caves and take on Seath the Scaleless. Thank you so much for watching.